Hi friends, it's Miss Coburn. I'm going to be reading your Storyworks story for you today, and we're going to discuss some questions with it. So, Winnie loves her dad, but something crazy happens when he hits the dance floor. Suddenly, he turns into Dad, the Disco King. And so our story today is called Dad, the Disco King. Let's jump right in. I've got good news and bad news, I tell Jasmine. Spill the good news first, she says. I sigh, even though this is the good news. You know how my Uncle Barry is getting married next week? Jasmine nods. Well, Dad said I could bring a friend to the reception. There's going to be dancing, isn't there? I love to dance. Jasmine does a jump, a spin, and a step. Yes, that's the bad news. Winnie, how could that be bad? Jasmine asks. We take hip-hop lessons at the rec center. You're a great dancer. I'm not the problem. It's my dad. I stare at the ground, kicking at a pebble. Last year, my family went to a wedding. The DJ started playing disco music. You know, old stuff from the 70s. So, when the music came on, my dad ran to the dance floor. He unbuttoned his shirt. He pointed at the ceiling and shook his hips. He crouched down and did these weird kicks. It was awful. People were laughing and calling him the Disco King. Jasmine rolls her eyes. So what if your dad makes fun of it, fool of himself? No big deal. You haven't met the Disco King yet, I say with another sigh. So, what is Winnie afraid will happen at the wedding? Take a moment, pause the video, and think about that. What is Winnie afraid will happen at the wedding? So, Winnie's afraid that her dad will start dancing to disco music, right? And that's probably going to embarrass her, right? Yep, so let's find out what happens. A smart tip. After school, Jasmine comes over to my house and we try to resolve my problem. Can't you just ask your dad not to dance? She asks. I caught him practicing in front of a mirror the other day. I don't want to hurt his feelings, I explain. Jasmine scrunches her mouth to one side. Suddenly, she bolts up and goes over to my dresser. She picks up my piggy bank. How much money do you have? Exactly $3.86. Should be enough, says Jasmine. Enough for what? I ask. Don't people tip a DJ to play a certain song? Let's pay the DJ to not play anything from the 70s. We'll just tell him no disco music. Guess it's worth a try, I say, a bit of hope creeping in. So, what does Jasmine suggest Winnie do to solve her problem? Pause and think for a minute. So, Jasmine suggests to Winnie that she pay the DJ or tip the DJ to not play any 70s disco music, right? Hoping that if they don't play the music, that her dad can't dance to it. So, now's the time. Before I know it, I'm at the reception. I push salad around with my fork, too nervous to eat. I'm wearing a blue satin jumper with 2 front pockets. I picked it out because it matches my eyes. Plus, the pockets are a convenient place to store my tip for the DJ. I put my hand in my right pocket to check on the $3.86. Jasmine is busy shoveling food into her mouth. She's not worried at all. When the waiter clears our plates, Jasmine nudges me. Now's the time, she whispers. I gulp. Are you sure? She tosses her head towards the DJ. He's almost finished setting up. He'll be playing music soon. I ask my parents if we can go to the restroom, and they nod. Jasmine wants to go right over to the DJ. I convince her to go to the restroom first. That way we aren't lying. Besides, I really have to go. So, where are Winnie and Jasmine going first? And where will they go next? So pause and think for a moment. So, Winnie and Jasmine are going to the restroom first, right? Because they don't want to tell a lie, and plus Winnie has to go to the restroom. And then they're going straight to that DJ, right? All right, so toilet trouble. Uh-oh, let's find out what's going to happen here. I find an empty stall and lock the door. I yank up my jumper, and as soon as I sit, I hear a plink plunk. I jump up. $3 bills are floating above 2 quarters and a dime in toilet water. Before I know it, the automatic toilet flushes. Hurry up, says Jasmine from the stall next to me. I groan. Do you think 26 cents will be enough for the DJ? I don't know. Why? Don't even ask. So what happened to Winnie's money? Pause and think for a moment. So when Winnie goes to the bathroom, the money falls out of her jumper and lands in the toilet, doesn't it? And then it flushes down the toilet. That's not good, is it? Has that ever happened to you? It's happened to me. All right, tipping the DJ. The DJ is bent over, busy with his equipment. Jasmine clears her throat. What can I do for you, he asks. I stick out my hand. I have 2 dimes, a nickel, and a penny in my palm. I was wondering if you could not play any music from the 70s, mainly disco stuff. It's of utmost importance. Utmost importance, the DJ frowns at the coins I'm holding. See, her uncle, the groom, was engaged before to another woman, Jasmine says. She glances over her shoulder, like what she is saying is top secret. The other lady loved disco. It'll be bringing back bad memories. I give Jasmine a raised eyebrow. She gives me a sharp elbow to my side. Yeah, bad memories, I say. Aw, keep the change, kid, the DJ tells me, and thanks for the inside scoop on your uncle. Saved by Jasmine. So, what reason does Jasmine give the DJ to not play disco music? Pause and think for a moment. So, the reason Jasmine gives the DJ to not play disco music, she doesn't tell the truth, does she? She says that the groom was engaged before and was going to marry a different woman, and she loved disco music, so it would bring up bad memories, right? So let's find out if this works. Dad on the dance floor. The lights dim and the music flows. Feeling good about things, I tap my foot to the beat. My Uncle Barry and new Aunt Sarah are first on the dance floor. Soon, Uncle Barry motions for the crowd to join him. Come on, Jasmine says. Let's show them what we learned in dance class. As soon as we start dancing, Uncle Barry comes over and winks. I see dancing runs in our family, he says. We need to get your dad out here on the dance floor. He is still sitting at a table. I know exactly what to do. Uncle Barry makes his way over to the DJ. I clutch my stomach, suddenly feeling sick. Uh-oh, Jasmine says. Uncle Barry takes the microphone from the DJ. How about an oldie but goodie for my brother? Got any good disco songs in your collection? The DJ seems totally confused. He shoots me a strange look, then shrugs. A thumping beat comes out of the speakers. My dad sprints to the dance floor. He unbuttons his shirt. He points to the ceiling. He shoots one hip to the side. I cover my eyes with my hands, peeking at Jasmine through tiny slits. I'm going to go hide, I say. So, what kind of music does Uncle Barry ask the DJ to play? Pause the video and think for a moment. So he asks them to play the disco music, right? And Winnie is mortified. She is so embarrassed. She thought she was going to get out of watching her dad do disco. But let's see how it turns out. All right, dance lesson. Everyone is busy watching my dad. I crawl under the table that holds gifts. The tablecloth makes it my own personal tent. Suddenly, someone raises up the tablecloth. It's just Jasmine. I sigh with relief. You should come out. Everyone is having a good time. They love your dad. Come see, she says. No, I say. I'm staying here until it's time to go home. Your dad told everyone he would teach them an old line dance called the hustle. I want to learn too. Come on. Come on, Winnie, Jasmine says, tugging my arm. It ends up being an easy dance to learn. Some of the grown-ups get mixed up and go the wrong way. They bump into each other, giggling. Jasmine leans over. You silly worrywart. Everything turned out fine. She's right. Maybe having a disco king for a dad isn't so bad. It makes me a disco princess. So, what does everyone think of Winnie's dad's dance moves? Pause the video and think for a moment. So everyone loved Winnie's dad's dance moves, didn't they? And they loved it so much they wanted to learn it themselves. And everybody was learning a new dance from her dad, weren't they?